Hi, hey Geminis. It's me, Jupiter, and today I'm doing June 2019 soulmate reading. So if you're a Gemini in your sun, your Venus, or your rising, then this reading is for you. All right, let's just get right into it, Gemini. I am seeing progress from where we started in January till now. Seeing progress in the way you're maneuvering and you're walking through life. Um, you're definitely being a lot more cautious with the way you do things and the way you handle yourselves when it comes to people, relationships, connections, and how you treat people. Um, a little bit more thoughtful, a little bit more cognitive of your choices, your actions, and what you're doing. Definitely. All right, so what's going for you? The Ace of Pentacles. That's awesome. New beginnings, new tangible beginnings. Something is finally happening for you that you've been waiting for, that is going to put your connections with others at ease, whether it be your family. Maybe you're finally buying that house. Maybe you're finally getting your place. Maybe you're finally getting a car. Maybe you guys are finally getting counseling. Maybe you're finally getting that job. Maybe you guys are finally getting married. There's something that is actually happening here that you could see, that's visible. A new beginning that is going to turn things around for the way that you maneuver and connect with others and how you connect. It's a baby, it's a fresh start, and um, it seems like you're treating it well. And you're actually going to move forward in a more thoughtful and cognitive way about how you handle your new beginnings. This is very promising. This is going to bring you a better lifestyle as long as you take care of it with good intentions. I also pulled the King of Cups for what's going for you. So here's this tells me that you have a neutral headspace. You understand what you need to do, you understand your role, you understand your purpose, you understand what you need to do in your relationships, your love life, your connections with others. You understand your part and you're going to do it. And you're committed to it. You're going to do it because you feel it is right. How are you feeling? Another Pentacles. You are feeling like the Knight of Pentacles, Geminis, which is great. I mean, sometimes he's stagnant, sometimes he doesn't move, sometimes he doesn't, you know, he just waits around until he feels like things are right. He's like a perfectionist. He has to have everything a certain way. And you know what? For you, being so airy how you are, making decisions that are always up and down, this is actually really good. This gives you some grounding, and this is the grounding that you've been looking for. This whole spread is telling me that there's some grounding here happening. You are feeling a lot more grounded in how you move. You're taking your time and you're carefully planning out how you're going to do things. You are not just rushing into situations. You are not just rushing into anything. You're taking your time. You're paying attention to the details. You're very careful, and it's almost as though you're being a perfectionist about what you're doing. And honestly, that's commendable. That is something that I would definitely um, continue doing for you. It's one of those things that you have to work on, especially being an air sign. This shows a lot of growth. This reading shows a lot of growth. You have definitely come from a different place since January. This is showing me that you are maturing in the way that you handle your relationships and your connections and your partnerships and your business partnerships and whatever type of relationships that you deal with. It shows me a level of maturity. What's going against you though? I pulled the Queen of Swords. All right, so the Queen of Swords. All right, so what's going against you is that Queen of Swords energy. Um, you want to start over and you want to take control. However, the way you're doing it is in a way that really is isolating yourself from connections that are genuine and heartfelt. Your connections are more so on a very strict and business type level, the way you're moving through love. Um, Baby, Tony's son are reading. Sorry, that's my son. So, you really want to step away from the way you're thinking, the way you're thinking about connecting with others. Go more so with your heart and how you're feeling. That will connect you better when it comes to the heart and comes to love. Connect yourself with the heart. The Queen energy is great for receiving. However, in this case, the way you're receiving isn't there's a lack of feeling here. There's a lack of clarity. Very isolated woman, in control, in charge, and you don't want that kind of energy. You want an energy that's balanced. You want an energy that's fair. You want an energy that's pleasant. So you want to step away from any type of energies that remind you of that type of energy. Like, you don't want to be that person that is always in control, that doesn't need anyone's help, that feels like they know it all, that doesn't want to take any advice because you're very sure of yourself. You don't want to be that person that's alone. You may have people surrounding you right now, but it may not be genuine connections because of the way that you're thinking about how connections really are. It's not quantity, it's quality. Remember that. In your first final outcome position, I pulled the 8 of Wands. You're headed into a time of change. And we've said that. I've seen a lot of growth. I've seen a lot of change. And not only are you changing with what's actually happening around you or what you're attaining, but you're changing as far as who you are personally, your character. Your character is changing. You are headed into times of complete change. You're being reborn into a new being because of all the things that have helped mold you into who you are now. There's a lot of change headed your way, and it's coming at you quick, and it's like very hard to dodge. It's unavoidable. It's coming. It's inevitable, and get ready to receive the change that is coming. In your second outcome position, I pulled the 6 of Cups. This tells me, I pulled 2 sixes. So also, let me just tell you what I pulled here. In your your third outcome position, I pulled the 6 of Swords. Sixes are about material gain. There's definitely some type of material gain coming your way, but there's also some type of warning here. Warning not to get so caught up in what you receive, your riches, how you're living, that you completely X out the things that actually matter and actually make you happy internally. With your second outcome position, the 6 of Cups, this speaks of missing a time, a certain time frame, missing a feeling, missing a parent, missing that connection. There is a connection that used to be there that used to give you feelings of happiness. These are the type of connections that you want. These are the type of connections that you live for. All of this Queen here is telling me that you've changed the way you've connected with others, and now you're missing how your connections used to be, how genuine they were, how heartfelt they were. This is where you want to be. You want to feel those loving feelings again. So you need to put yourself in a place where you can actually feel that way and not remember what it felt like. You have to change something here, but change is headed your way. And in your final outcome position, I pulled the 6 of Swords. Once again, change. You're headed into a time period of change. What was is no longer. You are being pushed into a better circumstance. Someone is going to help you. If you're not doing it alone, there's help here, and it's pushing you into better days to come, a better outcome. You're recovering. This is a recovery period. Shield away from the things that no longer matter. You have been mentally drained. You're exhausted from whatever it was. You're exhausted, and you're finally able to take a breath. Things feel better. Take that breath. Take all the breaths you need. Give yourself some mental clarity. Give yourself some mental ease. Meditate. Connect yourself to your heart. Align yourself with your divine self, your spirit. Be true to your inner self, your inner voice, your inner thoughts. With that being said, it was a pleasure, Geminis. I hope to see you again for July 2019 Soulmate Readings. Go ahead and press subscribe, like, and follow me on Instagram at OutrageouslyJJ33. See you soon. Positivity and light.